Live.
So
we're live.
It'll be live. There. Now it's freaking live.
Trying to get this like big giant glare out of there. I think I did it.
Is it coming from your head or the light?
It's the light from above shining down upon me.
It's you and all your glory.
See that?
Yeah.
Of course it is. That was kind of cool. 1, 2, 3.
Sure.
What's up, dude?
Oh man, what is up? I'm trying to find us. We're live out here. Where are we?
We're live
out here. It says I'm live. I'm trying. I gotta get our. Oh, there we go. I need to get. Happy Wednesday night, everybody. I got to get us from the Best Damn Bookkeeping page over to my personal page and just drop the link where we're live there. Because otherwise, people go to my personal page and start commenting, and they don't realize, like, on a personal page now, I can't share it. I can't share.
How do I share this? How do I share this on my?
Once you can go to Best Damn Bookkeeping's Facebook page and share it from there. If you have a StreamYard, you can share it from your own StreamYard login.
I don't have a StreamYard. I just have a normal yard.
Shut up. That's stupid. That's a good one, though. That was a dad type of joke.
Okay. I'm sharing. Hold on. I'm sharing it now.
I'm sharing it now. Well, I'm putting the link. The link is now in my personal feed. So if somebody goes in there and starts commenting, then I yell at them and tell them to click on the pinned comment. Scott Ziegler in the house. Oh, happy Wednesday night, everybody. Zig just went dark on us. Zig Daddy ADHD extraordinaire.
I typed it in like 3 different ways and it kept saying it was misspelled, and then it just stopped saying it was misspelled.
Yeah, it gave up on you. It was just like, nope.
Like, how do you spell extraordinaire? Is that like not a real word?
No, I think it's I think you're just missing an I and maybe an E at the end of it. Extraordinaire, AIRE is how I would.
That's what I thought too. You would have thought that AI would have been able to figure that out.
Mm-hmm. You would have thought
not me, not this guy, not me. I can't figure that out.
Firefighter, pressure washer, vending guy.
There's a lot of chemicals and things that are in my brain that cause me to not be able to think correctly. I wonder if I can edit it right now.
A lot of pressure, a lot of chemicals. Yeah, you can.
How's that look?
I think
better.
It might be AIRE.
That's what I had originally, and it said it was spelled wrong.
Somebody say something.
Yeah, see, it's giving me a misspell. They gave me the little red lines. Extraordinary.
No, that's how it is. It's AIRE. No, you got the I before the A.
Yeah, no. My iPhone is telling me that this is spelled right, but this says it's spelled wrong.
It's definitely not. Here, let me show you via the interwebs.
I see where we're wrong.
It's like this. You spell it just like I did. Extraordinaire.
Extraordinaire. That doesn't look right.
You don't look right. I'm telling you, man. Oh, you still have the I. You got to.
No, I had it right. It was right.
You still have it wrong on your screen right now. You still wrong. The last A and I are backwards. You got to put the A before the I.
Everybody knows that.
You're just such a pressure washer.
Now it's fixed.
Wow.
It was right the whole time. I don't know what you're talking. I had it right in the beginning before you hit it.
I liked it better before we even jumped on.
Before you hit live, it was correct.
You should go to your audio settings because I'm picking up. I can hear my. No, now it stopped. Sometimes it gives you. I think. I don't know. Sometimes I can hear myself through your microphone. Sometimes I can't. We'll never know.
How's it going now? Is it good?
I don't know. I wasn't talking. Oh, that's good. That's good.
Okay, good. Yeah. Cool, man. What's up, dude? What's new?
What is new, man? What is new? I haven't seen you in a long time, man.
I know. I didn't do the ice fishing trip this year, so I feel like we haven't seen each other since last year. But
yeah, it's been that. And then you're not coming to the Boundary Waters again. You weren't around when I came to Michigan.
I know. I was
damn near. You're going black on me.
I was in LA.
You're in LA at a freaking vending conference.
A vending conference.
I'm in your freaking backyard, and you leave.
Dude, it sucked. I was looking forward to it too. I was hoping we could meet up. You were with Keith?
I went, Keith and I did 3 podcasts, 2 different topics, and then we did like a speed one and pulled them together. And then just some other like short clip things. And then Scotty Little, who you would have met had you come ice fishing. He's got Superior Comfort HVAC on the south side of Detroit. And so I was like, Scotty, since my other Scotty isn't around to take me fishing when I'm over here, how about we go fishing? So I stayed. Yeah, we went out on the Detroit River.
You guys crushed the walleye?
The first day we went, and we just like couldn't get them going in the afternoon. And then we went back and trolled that night for like an hour or two. And I think we ended up with 10 maybe.
You guys are trolling in the Detroit River?
At night, like just in a little offshoot. And then we went back the next day. There was like some rain in the morning, and we just waited till that was over and went back and jigged. And I think we ended up catching 4. We missed a ton. But that water's just freaking moving like a river does. And
it's a fast river.
Yeah, and so you're like scooting some big ass jigs around, and it's hard to tell what's the bottom and what's a fish.
Yeah, I think it's a learning curve. Like I go with my buddies who do it a lot, and I usually go like once or twice a year, and they're just better at the jig. Like that, we don't troll, we jig. And I watch them, and I try to like do exactly. I catch a handful of them, but nothing like they catch a lot more. But I mean, when it's running, catching walleye on the Detroit River, if you know what you're doing, is pretty easy. Like you'll limit out pretty fast.
Yeah.
Guys on the job will go. Well, I guess I shouldn't say this because it's not really. Never mind.
I've heard about
we got a lot of fishermen.
Guys.
Yeah, we got a lot of fishermen on the Detroit Fire Department. They like to go fishing.
Yeah, I've heard. I don't know any of them. I heard about them.
Yeah, about walleye. We actually have a walleye tournament for our fire department.
Oh, sweet!
On the river every year. Yep.
Oh yeah.
This is the first year I didn't do it in like 6 years.
Oh, it happened?
Yeah, it's April, usually in April.
Dude, I'm telling you, this is why it's just like you already have a full-time job and then you have 2 freaking businesses.
Dude, and then my wife has like a crazy schedule at work now because she got promoted, so she's even busier right now. So it's all right. I mean, you know. It would be nice to offload something right now, but if nothing gets offloaded, I'll be all right, and I'll just keep growing shit. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
It sounds that easy. It just ain't that easy.
It's not that easy. The washing season, you know, being where it's at right now, we're just as busy as we were last year. The phone's actually ringing more this year than it did last year at this time. And then I also have the vending machine thing, which the vending machine route is super easy. It's 1 day a week.
Oh, really?
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I can I split it up because I can go fill my machines in like 6 hours. But like today I did 2. And Scotty's saying
smallmouth next week. Fuck
walleyes
are out.
Yeah, the walleye run is kind of there's some guys I follow and like it's not over with. You can still go out there and crush them. But then we switched to trolling for walleye in the lake in the summertime.
Yeah.
You should try to go muskie fishing out there too. That's a lot of fun. You just can't eat them.
Maybe, is there a rule against it? Or
no.
You're not supposed to because I'll fry a back strap.
Yeah, the muskie guys might find you where you live and kill you, but
yeah, bring it.
You never know.
I bet they taste great. Just a big old dinosaur.
I think it's funny when people post on the fishing forums in Lake St. Clair that they're eating their smallmouth bass, and all the bass guys get all nuts about that. Which I've actually eaten one. They're pretty good.
They're good in the springtime when the water's cold. Like, well,
if smaller ones, you got to go smaller.
Yeah. Like when we're up in the boundary waters, if the walleyes aren't hitting that much, usually you can count on a couple pike and a couple smallies. Like we ain't.
I love pike better than walleye.
Pike are tasty.
Believe it or not. They're good. I love them. I love the way they taste.
Got to Y-bone the hell out of them.
Yes, that's a pain in the butt. But yeah, no, it's the season started, and the thing that makes it difficult is the selling. I sell the vending machines, and that's the time consuming part. Which sounds
really?
stupid. Yeah, because my phone, I'm talking to people all day long, because there's people just, and it's a sale. The sales process is really interesting. Like, it's not like pressure washing sales process. The pressure washing sales process is like, you make the initial phone call, tell them what you're going to do, give them a price, and then
it's transactional.
maybe you follow up. The sales process with, like, I just sold one to a guy right before I got on here that I talked to 2 months ago. The last time I talked to him was 2 months ago, but I spent half an hour on the phone with him explaining everything to him. And then, some people I'm talking to 3-4 times a day, they're asking me this and they're asking me that, and then they're like, okay, I got a location, and then it's just it's a process. But that's
are you talking to them before? I suppose a lot of times you're talking to them before they even have a spot to put the damn thing.
Some of them. So I have most of my I have a shitty website. I need to get somebody to build me a better website for it, for the sales process, because I work with 3 other distributors right now. We created like a school platform to help people start vending machine businesses, which translates to sales for us. Yeah. They have websites, and they're like, we sell coolers on the website without even talking to people. And like, I'll look.
Yeah, I suppose it's like you just have to have enough detail and a price out there.
Yeah. I don't have that set up. Mine are coming off of TikTok videos, and I have a form in my bio where people fill it out. And one of the questions is, do you have a location already? Because if that's a yes, I call you first.
Yeah.
Because if you're like, no, I don't, that means like mostly that you are thinking about starting a vending machine business and you have a million questions on how to find a location.
Yeah.
So boom,
see my website and watch my TikToks.
Yeah. I'll talk to some people that don't have the locations. I just try to not spend as much time on them anymore. In the beginning, I was talking to a lot of them, and I was spending my whole entire day for a little while where I was literally on the phone all day with people who are, some of them turned into sales. It just took a while, but now I kind of focus on the people who have a spot. And then that way,
you figure out like what are the questions to quickly weed people out and say,
100%.
Come back to me when you're ready.
Like, 100%.
Go do some research. Come back to me when you're ready.
And you can tell, like, by talking to them, like, are they going to be successful or not? I have people like, what? I had a guy the other day. What was he? He couldn't figure out. I told him to click on the link, and I sent him a link. In TikTok, you can't send a hyperlink. You have to send like the link, but they have to copy and paste it.
Yeah.
And he could not figure out how to get to the link. And I'm like, you can't figure that. Like, you can't figure out that you have to copy and paste this. Like, I don't know if you might be.
Yeah, you're gonna be struggling with running any business if you can't figure out how to problem solve that.
Yeah, like, yes. And then if I do sell you a vending machine, you're probably gonna call me every damn day asking me questions about it.
Maybe you should call guys that own vending machines and ask them if you can fill them for them. That's
that would be perfect.
Like you're in for that one.
So yeah, that's been going great though. I've been selling quite a few coolers, and like, it's growing. It's getting bigger. The distributor that I work through is like, we're doing really well right now. And then we've also created the vending circle. It's called. It's a school community. The school thing where you pay people pay for courses and stuff. So we have that going, and the other 3 guys that I work, well, it's a guy and 2 girls. They have way bigger companies than me. Go figure. I seem to network myself with people like you, and like, I find myself in rooms with a bunch of people who have way bigger businesses than me all the time.
That's good. That's right.
It's great. But we've also we've started doing, like, Manny got us a deal with like these SIM cards where we get a percentage of the monthly fees for every single it's opened up so many crazy doors, and we're working with other brands now. And I never knew the vending world was so big, but there's a gold rush right now in the industry because these AI machines are new and they're so easy to use that there's all these people that never would have considered doing vending machines before now want to do it.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are kind of like onesies, twosies, like they're going to get 2 spots. They're not like the guy that's like, I'm going to create a giant business and have 500 machines. They're the people that want to make like $3,000 a month and fill, 3 spots once a week or once every other week. So that's what I've been selling, a lot of those coolers to those types of people. And kind of bad for vending operators is these new machines make it so easy that a lot of people who own a business who would normally have hired someone to put a vending machine in, they're just buying them now.
They're just buying the vending machine.
Which, here I am. I'll sell it to you.
Yeah. Fine. Here's my TikTok.
I tell people too, like people will call me from locally and they're like, I try to convince them to let me run it because I want to make the long money rather than just selling and making, $600-700 right now. But some of them are like, no, I want to do it myself. And I'm like, all right, I just landed another contract today. I got 2 this week actually. So 6 and 7 location this week came in, so that'll be good. I assume
like where you're filling it or where they're buying it.
Yeah, they're mine. They're my spots.
Nice. Because I got to imagine if you're a business owner, you don't want to be filling your own vending machine. Like you can buy the vending machine, but that's a pain in the ass to fill it.
It's a pain in the ass. That's why people are like, one of the biggest questions people ask me is like, how much do you pay these locations? We don't pay anybody anything because they don't want to deal with it. There are people that want you to pay them in like big accounts, like a lot of schools. To get into schools, you got to give them commission. Like the big, like Stellantis in Detroit, it's like 3 square miles of a Chrysler plant.
Yeah.
And they have vending machines everywhere. That company that's in there is definitely paying them to be there.
Yeah.
But, they'll give them a percentage of the sales. But my spots are all like decent spots where the people just don't want to deal with providing that amenity for their employees or their customers, and we will. So I don't pay. One place I'm given to a charity, a percentage to a charity. That was one of my little things to get in there.
Yeah.
And then another spot, I do a small percentage of sales if we hit certain numbers. And we won't hit those numbers because I just put it at a spot where I knew we probably would never get there.
Yeah, if you did, you'd be like, sure, you can have some.
And I honestly, I gave him some, like I threw him a couple $100 a couple months ago because I actually really like the location and he seemed confused about our contract. So I gave him some money and then I explained it to him again. I'm like, just so you know, I'm doing this because I feel
this is a thank you, not an obligation.
Yeah, right. So no, I just got
with the ones where they just want to put it in themselves and buy them from you. Is there a world where you'd be like, hey, sure, you can buy the machine from me and you can pay me $400 a month to come and fill it for you?
I actually have a spot. So I got a guy reached out to me to put a vending machine in his business. I started asking him questions. He threw out a lot of red flags that caused me to not want to put one there. Like, why don't you have vending machines? Well, the people who were here before took them out. Well, why did they take them out? Oh, they said the sales were low and they had a lot of spoilage. Okay. Why do you think that was? Well, they just weren't putting the stuff in it that we liked. And I'm like, it was probably a shitty spot. So I told him, I was like, we're kind of not really interested. And he was like, oh man, we really want one. I said, okay, I sent him a contract. So he pays us $200 a month to be in there no matter what. And that pays off the machine in 18 months.
Yeah.
And it's guaranteed profit, $200 a month. We make between $400 and $500 a month there in sales. So like half of that is my pocket. So I take home about $400 a month there, and I go there twice a month. And it takes me 10, 15 minutes to fill the machine. So it's just it's a numbers game. It's very different from power washing. Like power washing is fast money. Vending is long money and slow money. Like it takes a while, but it's consistent.
Office space. You're getting a fraction of a fraction of a fraction.
Yes, it's consistent money. I mean, some places can be like, we have a place that does $3,500 in sales every month, and it's right down the street from my house. Like I could legitimately sell that to somebody for 2.5x what it makes in a year, and they would buy it and then just use that as their business. Like they just want to make an extra $2,000 a month, put it in their pocket. But then you can get into spots that can literally like I met a guy in Los Angeles who 15 years ago landed NASA and has all the vending machines in NASA in Texas.
Jesus.
And it's a $1.2 million account on its own.
Yeah. I was gonna say like airports.
Yeah.
Airports have a shitload of vending machines.
Huge. Yeah, that's huge. So we're looking at getting into like I want to get more. The spot I just landed a nurse or a senior living center with 75 employees.
Yeah, way to take advantage of the old people. That's sweet.
Yeah, you listen to what I really took advantage. So there's a lead website called Vending Exchange. You have to pay for a membership fee, and what they do is they just flood Google with ads. So when plant manager from whatever goes on Google to find a vending machine operator, they find this company and they fill out their form thinking this is a vending machine guy.
Yeah.
But it's just a lead generator. So then they sell that lead to the people that are members. The leads are ridiculous. Like a lead came in today, it was $1,200 to buy it. And it gives you like the zip code, what type of business it is, how many employees, and how many days a week it's open. So like it gives you enough to want it or not want it. You have to pay for the contact. So what I did is I took a screenshot of the information that it gave for free and I put it into ChatGPT and I said, based on this information, what senior living, help me find this business. And it gave me two. It gave me two senior living centers in that zip code that it could have been. I called both of them. And I was like, are you guys looking for vending? And the one lady was like, yeah, we are. We actually just started looking today. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. I wonder why. And I got a contract signed within an hour. So we're putting a vending machine in there next Tuesday.
That a boy.
So that was good. That was good. Yeah.
Just outworking the system.
And then the other one I got is a 200-person accounting firm. Nerds. So what kind of food do accountants like?
Broccoli. Like broccoli and beet juice. You get any beet juice?
Yeah. And they have vending machines.
Wait. I know the answer.
I can't put that in there.
Why the hell not? What the hell kind of accounting firm is
I could.
Not Cheetos. Not Cheetos. Because you can't do accounting when you're eating Cheetos.
Yeah,
you got to stay away from the powdery cheese.
That's a good point. I keep telling the manufacturer we need to get age verification technology on these machines so that we can put stuff like that in them.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, because we have them. I have a machine that sells Zins and vapes.
Right? Yeah. Why wouldn't they be able to like scan your ID?
They do.
Scan your face?
Yeah, they do. That the vape machine has it, but the ones the ones for snacks and drinks, they just don't have them yet. There isn't anybody that has them. I had a guy call
the vape machine. You just got to rig it up to throw some beers in it.
Right. You can put whatever you want in them. I just had a guy call me though the other day. He wanted me to put vapes in a regular drink and snack machine for his employees, and I'm like, bro, it's against the law. Like I'm not doing that. He's like, no, the guy that's in here right now, he does it already, and they sell like crazy. And I'm
you just need. I want some condoms and a couple sex toys and some vapes, and then throw a couple little mini booze shooters in there. It'll be fine.
Yeah, right. So yeah, that's the goal. I want to grow this. Grow this to like, I don't know. Giving a number on amount of accounts is a stupid thing because like my friend Aloe, she has 12 spots and she does 400,000 in sales a year with just 12 spots.
Damn.
And so like, that's not the case for everybody with 12 spots. It's 12 good spots. So, maybe 10, 20 spots is what I want.
Location.
Yeah. And then I want to obviously get to the point where I have my stockers doing it. Like I'll probably, my 15-year-old's turning 16 next month and she's probably going to be a stocker for us because it's such an easy, it's kind of like lawn care in the sense that you're married to it and it has to be done every week, no matter what. So I like about power washing is when you're like the small man, you can schedule it whenever you want and you don't have to be married to it. With this, you really can't. But it is so easy that I can literally call a friend and be like, hey, I'll pay you $300 to go fill these machines today. Mm-hmm. And here's a list of things to put in the bins. and this is the addresses. And that's what I did when I went on my cruise. I called the guy at the firehouse. I'm like, you want to fill vending machines? And I was like, yeah. No training whatsoever. I wasn't even there. I just sent him a list and said, put this in the bin and drive it to the spot.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's easy in that sense to train people, and like the scalability just seems different than power washing to me. Like you're dealing with like, you could have $1 million company and have 20 customers. Whereas with power washing, you got to have fucking, how many customers do you need to be in the millions? I mean, unless you have all commercial accounts.
I was gonna say like 1,000.
A lot. Yeah. So you got to go out and, with this, you can very quickly scale it if you find the right people, if you just get in front of the right people.
Yeah. What are you doing in pressure washing now? Because that's always the challenge when you get two businesses going, is like it's really hard to give them enough attention. But you said it's growing faster than it has, and the phone's blowing up more than it has. Is that just
so the
around long enough?
The phone's blowing up. We still have 2 trucks because I sold one of them, but the guy hasn't picked it up yet. And actually, we met with someone today. We're looking at selling the power washing business. Not like super eagerly. Like I'm not like I have to sell this. It's more of like I would like to get a good price for this and offload it. But if it doesn't sell, we're just gonna keep we'll keep rolling. In this moment where I'm trying to grow the other one, I feel like the power washing, it's not taking a back step, but it's also, I'm not like pushing growth on it right now. I'm kind of like happy where it's at. And then if I don't sell it, then I guess it will just kind of, in my head, it evens out until I get this one going to where I have employees stocking, and now I can like kind of try to grow this one too. I also have been thinking like, all right, if this doesn't sell, because that was a question that was asked to me by the buyer today when we met. What are you going to do if you don't sell it, if I don't buy it? And I just said, just keep going, which that's what we're going to do.
It makes money. We know how to do the thing.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep going. It makes us money. It makes us good money every year. I'll just keep it rolling. And but then I started thinking, I was like, if it doesn't sell, I think it's time to start doing things like looking into like the VAs, and like, I might be calling JC up at some point and being like, all right,
things off.
I really need to offload more of this to somebody else. Hey, hold on a second. My laundromat. Give me a second.
I was like, is it raining out? Like, it sounds like it's raining, but that would explain it. Is there's laundry happening behind you? Look at Mr. Mom back there just doing mom stuff.
Bro, my laundry. You want to see something cool? Here's something for the podcast.
Yeah, let's
there was a rag in my laundry sink. That's full, and it was overflowing everywhere.
Oh, that's the water that I was hearing. I was gonna ask you, but I didn't want to cut you off. I was like, is it raining out there?
Yeah, I was like, it's really loud. That's really loud water. Where's that coming from?
Now do you have wet socks now?
Just gonna clean this up real quick. You ever have this happen on a podcast before?
No, this is good. This is real live action, baby.
Yeah, man. This is what the people want.
Yeah, they want to see you walking around in your pink tile wall bathroom.
Dude, that's my 1960s bathroom, man.
Dude, that's sweet, dude. That shit's coming back.
My wife says we were going to redo it one day. I said no.
Scotty Little chimed in earlier. He said, hey, being good on a computer is not a necessity to run a business.
Being good on a computer?
Is not a necessity.
No, it's definitely not. It's definitely not.
Yeah, wrong. It's not wrong. I still like... I mean, I think about that with raising my kids. Is like, it's not going to hurt them to be on a screen, but they also need to learn how like shit actually works.
Yes.
Because like the world doesn't actually happen on a screen. You still need to know how to tie knots. Scotty and I, we were out fishing. He's like, how do you know how to tie these fishing knots? And I was like, I don't know, man. Just keep tying them.
I just know.
Yeah, like I'm sure there's some that I like watched a YouTube video on, and some that my dad taught me, and some that I saw on a fishing show back in the day.
Yeah.
You just know. You got to know how to tie some knots. And I feel like I'm an amateur knot tire. I'm like below average.
The funny part is firemen are supposed to be really good at tying knots, and I am not good at tying knots.
Why
I know the basics. I know the basic knots. But
there's the overhand knot. There's the double knot.
We use the clove hitch, the figure 8 on a bite, and I know those because I've had to use them.
They sound cool.
They're like all quick knots because usually when we need to tie a knot, we have to do it fast.
What's the one where you tie a horse up, but it looks like it could just run away?
That's a half hitch.
Half hitch.
And they work. They can't.
Yeah, that one always blows my mind.
Away.
Yeah, that one blows my mind. It's like you threw a rope over a thing and it's gonna.
We kind of we do that with like to hoist tools and stuff like that. But anyways, the power washing thing. That's where we're at right now. But I do think like if the sale doesn't work out, then it'll be time to like start listening to the things that you and JC and
you're gonna start now. You're finally start listening. No.
Yeah, because now I'm like I can't do all of this. Like before, I was just like that all sounds great, but I'm
sure.
I'll just do it all myself. I'll just keep doing it all myself. But now I'm gonna be like I can't do all of this by myself. I got to do something.
Yeah.
So that's where we'll go with that.
There's always a catalyst.
We'll see what happens. I feel like the buyer's pretty interested. You know, I don't think he would have came out today if he wasn't. But
did you guys talk numbers yet? Did you get any numbers?
We did not. Basically, it ended with he went over all of our trucks. I guess our systems are pretty much the same as his, which is funny because I like custom built everything. He said it's basically the same setup that they have in their trucks, and then
he probably custom built everything. He's like, yeah, this looks like janky shit. We got janky shit.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because I was like, I set this up for the water fed pool, so you don't got to take the thing out. He's like, yeah, we have the same thing. I'm like, really? I was like, I thought that was like so genius. Like, there's other people that came up with that. Yeah. So he said
just told you that. He just told you that he actually wasn't interested in buying any of your shit. He's just like, how does Zig have this stuff rigged up? Yeah. So we got the same thing. Yeah, totally.
He said that he basically was I'm gonna take it back to my team and see if everything makes sense, and then we'll talk in about a week or week and a half. So cool. We'll see what happens.
That'd be sweet, man.
It would be sweet. It would be sweet. I think it would be cool to part of me. There is a big part of me that's like it's kind of scary to sell it because we do make money on it, and I also built it. Like, I don't know that I want to let it, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's part of me. I'm the power washing guy. Like, it's part of my identity, which is kind of weird, but I built this thing and I'm really proud of it. And I'm proud of like when I go out and do the stuff. And now I'm like, you know, I don't know what happens when it's not there anymore. Am I going to be like depressed or something?
I had that a little bit when I like built and sold my first maid service business, but I was so frustrated with it when I got rid of it that like it was emotionally just like I got to get rid of this baggage. Like I didn't enjoy it. But I had a lot of that when I was exiting Blue Skies and like ditching that bookkeeping business because the customers were mine, the employees were mine, like the business was mine, but it wasn't like because of the partnership. Yeah. That one sucked. Like
that would suck. Yes.
It was like you raised a baby until it was a teenager, and then somebody's like, "Oh, just kidding, that's my baby," and you're like, "What? You want me to pay you to keep my child that I birthed and raised and what?" And you were, and it was mine, and now you want it. Like now you want it, and you want me to pay you how much for it? Like, what? How do we do this? Like, this
that's tough. Yeah, no, I definitely feel it. I'm like, I think about it. So some days I'm like, fuck this whole fucking thing. Get rid of all of it.
Yeah.
And the next day I'm like, wait a second. I really like this.
So it's just like having kids. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is. It was funny because I went out last Thursday. Because I don't really wash anymore. Like I pretty much don't wash at all anymore. And we were doing a big apartment complex, so I went out to just help them out. And I brought on a new kid on Thursday. So I wanted to just train him so that they didn't have to deal with him. And I had so much fun. I washed all day.
It's fun.
Yeah, I washed all day with them and like just like being with the guys and doing the thing and then like cleaning the hose up and you know the back and forth bullshit, like messing with each other and like it was fun. I had so much fun. My wife was like, "How was that? Is that because she was probably thinking that I was going to be like miserable." I was like, "That was fun."
Yeah.
I liked it.
It's different when it's not an obligation, right?
Yeah.
It's different when you just do it every once in a while and you get to like insert yourself.
Yeah.
It's different when you're out there getting chemical.
I like it, but I don't want to do it tomorrow.
Yeah. Today was good.
Which, it's funny too. Like I don't want. It's like my employees don't mind the work, but I also know that like how they feel like they have to do it all the time. So it's probably, I don't know if it's irritating to them to see me not doing it, but they don't know the other stuff that I'm doing. So sometimes I feel like I need to tell them what I'm doing all day. Like,
yeah. To justify like, no, it's okay. I'm busy too. I'm doing stuff too.
Yeah. Like one of the guys made a comment, and they're great. Like my guys are great, but one of them made a comment like he called off one day and then I rescheduled his jobs. In 2 years ago, I would have just went and done them. And he did make a comment to one of my other friends. He was like, yeah, he was wondering why you didn't just go do it yourself. And I was like, well, because that's not where I'm at anymore. Like I had so many other things that I had to do that day. I had to go do
those are your jobs. I sold those jobs for you to go do.
Yeah. You want the work. So like, I got to keep you busy. If I don't reschedule it, then that's another day that you're not going to be able to work. So it's just it's like a kind of a weird balance. Like sometimes I feel bad. Like I'm like, don't post anything cool on Facebook, because then your employees might be like, what the fuck? Must be nice. That kind of thing.
Yeah. I totally think about that all the time because I'm gone a lot. Like I go on so many fishing trips, but I think like they can all see my schedule. So like they see when I'm in and when I'm out. And then I do believe that they see when I'm in. It's like, Jesus Christ, Dan's got meetings from like 6:30, like Wednesdays, 6:30. And then I go till 4, like straight. I like take a little workout break in the middle of the day. And then I'm back. Like, this is still work. Like we're creating content. We're doing stuff like, and I get my work done at nights. Like, cause I don't have time during the day. Usually like I try to block off time and it just doesn't happen. Like I suck at time blocking and like abiding by it because there's so many messages. I can't get back to all the emails. I can't get back to all the messages. So it usually becomes the shit that I do at night. It's just like, it's nonstop. And so it's the blessing and the curse of being the business owner is like, you have the ultimate freedom and the ultimate responsibility. Like there's no getting away. And even when you're not working, your brain is working. Like you don't turn it off. You're working.
That's the other thing too, is they see the money too. And I often will feel guilty about that a little bit because I pay them very well. But like last week we worked for 2 days and we made $12,000 well, we didn't make 12 grand, but I invoiced $12 grand.
Yeah.
But what they don't see is the $6,000 that I spent the week before on stuff that I shouldn't have had to spend it on. That was completely unexpected, or when they backed into the security post at the thing with the truck, and that's got to get repaired now, and like all those things, they'll see the money, but then they don't see that. And my guys don't. I've never heard them like bitch about that stuff, but I think about it. I'm like, they're probably looking at it like, damn, we made $3,000 today, and he only paid me $300, and I'm like, yeah, but truth be told, I haven't made a dime this year because the wintertime eats away at everything, and I got to pay that off first. I have not made 1 single cent from the power washing business this year yet. I know I will, but it's like I'm still getting over the wintertime bullshit.
Yep. I have, I mean, I go around and present, and one of my presentations is my purgatories of scaling talk. And I talk about these like sticky levels, and we're in purgatory number 3, which is like incredible. In a 2.5 years, we have 25 people on our team, I think.
Dude, that's amazing.
Pushing 300 clients, and we're over $100,000 a month. We're at like a $1.2-1.3 million pace. And I told everybody, like, hey, when we get here, and we've had multiple conversations as a team about this, and we actually let somebody go a couple of weeks ago. And like I had said multiple times, like, not everybody that got us here gets to go past this point.
Right.
Like we've like systems and processes and people need to be the right fit for the next place we're going. And it's expensive to get through this point. Like we watch it happen in everybody's books. Like, and we all know, a lot of us know now, like $1 million business sucks. From like 1 to 1.5 million, life is hell. And I don't want to stay here very long.
Yeah, right.
And like last month we did damn near 110,000 and we lost $2,000 and it was only a 4 payroll month. This month is a 5 payroll month. I think, and I show our team our whole P&L. Like they see our dashboard, same dashboard we send you guys. And like, I don't know that I'd do that with a different business, but my team is all accounting people that better understand how a P&L
they understand
works.
it. Yeah.
I still, the person we let go, you could feel animosity about the business making money. They were not for the business making money. I'm like, it's weird because you keep telling me how much more you want, but you don't understand that for you to get what you want, the business has to be profitable and grow, or it doesn't create the opportunities for you to go do what you want. Like,
exactly.
You just want to keep taking from the business, which leaves the business with no money, which means we go out of business and you don't have a job. So you don't actually understand how this works. Yeah. And if you don't understand how this works, you can't work here because that's what you're advising your clients on. And like, how are you going to talk to a client about their financials if you don't actually understand how a business works? You can't do
it. Before I owned a business, I started helping a buddy of mine that does lawns, cutting lawns with him. And I don't remember what he was paying me back then, but I would make whatever I made. And then I started asking him questions, like how much do you charge per lawn? Like how much? And he was open about it. I did that. I was like, what the, you're making how much today? And you're only paying me what? That's bullshit. Nah, I was never mad at him. He's one of my good friends, but I definitely in my head was like, I didn't want to do it anymore. I was like, I don't want to do this anymore because I feel like you're making way more money than me. And that's not fair. And then I opened my own business and I was like, all
of this stuff.
Oh, there's so much more involved than. And it's funny, like there's a lot of firemen on the job that have businesses and I'm not belittling what they have at all. They do side work where they make probably pretty good money doing side work, but they do it whenever they can, whenever they really want to. And like, I just got one of my buddies a job. I watched the apartment complex and he's painting all of it. Like he's painting. Oh, nice. It's huge. And he said to me, he was like, man, if I land this job, I'm done for the year. That's how much money I'm going to make. And I was like, that's badass. Like, why don't you just keep going? But like in his mind, he was like, this is enough for me. And I'm like, cool, that's good. So like I said, I'm not belittling that at all. But I'll get comments from those guys when I make jokes or talk about business. They're like, oh, yeah, it's so hard to own a business because they're like, I own a business too. But you're not dealing with it because you're not actually trying to run an actual.
Yeah, you don't have a real business. You just have a job. You have a job.
I don't even feel like sometimes I don't even feel like I do yet. Like sometimes I'm like, I kind of just have a job, but it's so much closer to like a real, I don't know. It's definitely when you're in it, you're like, you see things that I never saw before. And it definitely puts it in perspective the way I felt when I was cutting lawns for whatever he was paying me and having my weird thoughts about my buddy screwing me. Well, I never thought he was screwing me, but
it is though. Like when we're younger, it's a total technician mindset, right? Because we don't understand the bigger picture. I remember I was working for my uncle and we had at least 50 employees in his business. And he was given his like monthly state of the business address and he would like buy us all lunch and he would grade the company's performance on a bunch of things and tell us all about what the company was doing. And I remember going, Bob, what the hell do you do here? And he looked at me and like everybody knew he was my uncle. Right. But and we had a really good relationship. Like I understood the dynamics of me working there and like I had to work twice as hard as everybody. Right. To like, so there was no favoritism bias. And Bob and I had a really good understanding about that. And Bob's like, actually, I'm really glad you asked that. Like, you see everything here, like everything you guys are working on.
Yeah.
I give you like, we're making that happen. Like I'm out meeting with people to like telling them how our processes work and what we do. And that's a full-time job to keep the business going.
Yeah.
Like it's
all day, every day. It never stops.
Actually me and it's Steve and this guy, like this, we're out building the thing and it's a full-time, like really stressful thing. And
there's no hours.
And it's like, and when we're not out meeting with a client, we're worrying about you.
Yeah.
Like, that's all.
Yeah.
Right?
We're laying in bed thinking about
all of our people.
Yeah. Do I make payroll this month? It's funny. I actually, I I don't keep a ton of money in the business account, but we're like this week was really tight and we did that big job last week. So we didn't get paid for it yet. And my payroll, like I got an alert on my phone that says your payroll has been blocked this week. Log on to Gusto right away. And I'm like, what the hell? So
Skip, damn it. Just be like, damn it, Skip.
Yeah. I was like, what happened? I looked, I have like $100 less than what the payroll was. So it wouldn't do it. But it made my payroll late. So in order for my guys to get paid on time, I had to upgrade my account in Gusto and now pay more so that they would pay them on time on Friday.
Or like wire it. I've had to wire some.
Yeah. I was like, damn, dude, like this sucks. But you know, that is like, it is a full-time, it's always, and I say stressed. I don't like saying that because it sounds like you're complaining, and I'm not. Like, I'm not complaining at all. Stress
is a good motivator. I think stress is positive. Stress is a good motivator, but it's so dependent on how you handle it.
And I welcomed it. Like, I'm the one that brought this on, and I did it, and knowing that, like, and then I brought on another business, and so it's not complaints. It's not at all. It's just, if I had a complaint, it would be that I wish there was a way for me to show that better to the employees. Cause I'm pretty positive that they probably have thought to themselves at some point in time, what do you do here? Sometimes I just want to be like, come over to my house at 7:00 at night when my family's trying to talk to me. And I'm like, oh yeah, hold on. No.
Wait. I got a thing I got to work on.
Or my son, like I was just laying in bed with him and he likes to snuggle in my arm and I needed my other arm. So I was like, pulling my arm and he was pulling my arm back and I'm like, stop. And I got like irritated. I was like, stop. And he's like, why can't I lay in your arm, Dad? And I'm like, I need both of my hands right now. And then I was like, no, you don't. Just make this fucking person wait 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, but in my head, I'm like, I have to answer this customer right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Little human. Leave me alone.
Leave me alone. I'm trying to make money.
I'm putting food on your plate. Even though you're the whole reason why I do this,
now
I'm going to neglect you.
That stupid school we got to pay for.
that I decided for you. Because I want what is best for you now. Let go of my damn arm.
Dad of the year.
It is funny though. Sometimes it's like you catch yourself doing shit and you're like, wait, the whole reason I'm working my ass off for this is because I want to like show you guys how to work hard and like build something you're proud of. And like I care that you care that your dad isn't a piece of shit and that he's a hardworking guy that can be a positive impact. Yeah. And now I'm yelling at you because you're distracting me from working on some shit that I'm doing for you anyway.
Yeah, right.
How the hell is that?
When we were on spring break in the Keys, I was I have those meta glasses, which are great when you own a business because you can talk on the phone. So when you're on vacation on the beach, you have sunglasses on, but you also are talking on the phone to your customers. So I'm walking up and down the beach on my phone, talking on the phone. And I was actually I sold like 3 of the largest vending machines that we sell. And that's like a lot of money for each one.
Yeah.
And my wife kind of was like, hey, are you going to be on your phone all day? I'm like, you know what?
I just paid for vacation.
I was like, let's go rent those jet skis. You want to rent jet skis? Let's rent jet skis. She's like, she's like, it's like $500. I'm like, I just sold 3 coolers while I was on the phone and irritating you.
Yeah. So like, now let me treat you to a jet ski.
Yeah. She goes, all right, I guess I'm not that upset about it. I was like, just give me a little bit of time here.
Yeah.
But you gotta, it's a balance. It's such a balance. It's a balance. And it's, it sounds, people are like, oh yeah, must be nice. But it's like, it is nice, but it also comes with a lot. It comes with a lot of stress and a lot of sacrifice, I guess you could say.
Yeah. I remember you were talking spring break. Like we went down to Mexico with Ben Smith's family. And every morning I would get up at like 5:30 and go down and try to crank out a couple hours of work before anybody else got up.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I was doing on our vacation.
Found a quiet spot. It's like,
yep.
I don't expect all my employees to do that. Right. I think I could like burn all of Skip's electronics, and he'd still find a way to do some shit like that because he's worse than I am. I think he's worse than I am.
Listen, Skip's the best, and I was worried the other day when I was like, okay, if I do sell the power washing business, well, eventually I have to get you guys doing my books for my vending business anyways. I need to do it sooner than later. But I was like, if I sell the power washing business, I don't want to lose Skip as my guy.
So Skip and I were chatting today, but I had to like go get my kids, and I was going to change my tires at Ben's shop, and I was on the phone with Skip. He's like, man, and no, like, news to you, Skip's gonna lose all of his clients because we got to have Skip like in a full general manager role.
I don't like that.
He's too valuable. I know, like, all of his clients feel that, right? Like, but he's so good and he's so valuable, and everybody needs him.
Dude, I love him.
Like, he has to be in a GM role, right? He's super smart. He takes care of his people.
He does.
And we're built, like, we're at that purgatory where, like, it can't. The decisions have to be made by him. Like, operationally, they need to be made by him. I can still focus on growth stuff, but he's a way better operator than I am. And I can really enforce the culture, but from like a day-to-day operational, he needs the time and the freedom to not have 30 plus clients and 25 employees that all like effectively report to him. Like, we have to do it for Skip's sake and for our business's sake to keep growing. But he literally said, he's like, and Zig's going to sell his power washing business maybe. And then, like, even if he doesn't, I still am going to lose him as a client. Like, mentioned you, I'm not lying. I'm not trying to make you feel good about yourself because you can go fuck yourself. But he literally was like, brought you up and then was like, well, actually, I'm going to lose him anyway. So I was like, don't worry about Zig. We're going to have to do the books for his vending business anyway. Like, we won't
100%. Like, it's already to the point where I'm like, when you see the amount of money that I brought in from the vending machine sales, you're gonna be like, what the fuck are you doing right now? Like, you need somebody to keep track of all this. So, like, because right now it's like, it's not good. I'm just like, yeah, just throw it in here. All of it. Just keep putting it in here.
Check this out. Skip's on. He said, I did say that. I also said to kick Cole in the ass. Skip, you got to know this right now. When, like, I had a guest lined up for tonight, and just like, he never accepted the invite. It was like, maybe he'll come back on. I think he's a marketing guy, but he had hired a podcast finding agency, and they found my podcast. And I get this from a lot of people. Like, if you're ever watching or listening and we have a guest on, and you're like, who the hell is that? It's probably because they reached out to me. Like, our podcast is so big now.
So big.
They're coming to me and saying, hey, we got a guy that wants to be a guest on your show. And so they reached out to me, and I said, yeah, this sounds like a great topic, marketing and like business scaling stuff. But he never got back to me. Like, he never accepted the invite. He never got back to me. And so I sent out the bat signal to Zig and Cole at the same time. And they're on the same text thread. And I said, hey, boys, like, both of you are scheduled for June something or other. Zig, we can do another one. By then you might not have a pressure washing business. We probably will need to do another one if that's
that's a ways out. That's a ways out.
It's like a month out. It's a good month out. And so like, both of them are a month out because I've got guests lined up until then. But I threw out the bat signal when my guest didn't get back to me, and Cole was like, sorry, bro. And then Zig didn't get back to me for like 12 hours. And then finally last second was like, what time are we doing this?
Yeah, you texted, you were like, Zig doesn't give a shit.
Zig doesn't give a shit. I figured if I texted that, then you would feel obligated to have to reply.
I did.
Yeah, I know. I was just making you feel bad about yourself. I was trying to lower your morale so that you would feel guilty enough to join me on the show.
That's what I did. The same thing to you though the other day when you didn't respond to me, and I was like, wait, am I not even your friend anymore?
I'm glad this is the basis of our friendship. It's like, oh, you think you're going to get away with not talking to me? Well, I'm about to insult your integrity. And then you will
make you feel like shit.
Yeah, and then right when you feel you're guiltiest, I will keep sending guilt-stricken messages your way until you oblige. Apparently it takes either one of us one message to oblige.
That was it. Yeah, you got a hold of me right away.
It's the data. The data suggests it's a one message thing. Hey, here's the thing: the listeners got to know this thing. You went to a vending trade show when you ditched me. When you ditched me when I was literally in your backyard, you went to a vending trade show, and according to your immediate commentary, it was like laughably like a pressure washing.
Dude, it's so funny.
You gotta give us like the highs and lows, the parallels, the hilarities.
So the funniest thing is I only went to one of the breakout sessions, and it was a dude talking about AI marketing. And I'm like, I guarantee you there's this exact same like breakout session at the huge convention this year. Like it was just, and I walked past all the breakout sessions and I read the signs and I'm like, it's just worded a little differently. And like, there's a couple there, like locating is a big thing, like people finding locations. That's one thing that, it's the same thing as finding customers and power washing though. It's just a little bit different strategy. And the conversations.
Who was there talking about the purgatories of scaling?
I didn't see that. Maybe you need to go there. You should probably go there.
You got to get me in this crowd, man.
It's actually pretty cool. There's a lot of food there. A lot of food. Because all the vendors have like
what's the beer situation?
I'm trying to think.
Once we get our AI beer vending machine dialed in, then we'll just have that at our booth.
That's what you need to do.
We'll share a booth.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. No, it was definitely very, very, very much like the power washing industry, and just like the people I met, the networking, like the mindset of people, like the business. Like I was constantly meeting people that were trying to do something and be, And then I went out to one of their private parties that like one of the companies threw, and I had people coming over talking to me, and the conversations are just so similar. They're just about a different thing, but they're the same. It was so weird. I just was like, man, this is the same as the huge convention, just a little bit different.
I'm just picturing, like, in my mind, I'm picturing like, okay, there goes Jonathan Maynard, but he's like wearing a wig. And then like, oh, there goes Mike Jones. He's wearing a wig. There's Michael Gregory over there.
Yes.
It's like all the people that I know, but they're all wearing wigs. That's what I'm picturing in my mind.
There's like the people, like every year at the huge convention, there's a couple like the Bobby Walker. Like there's the guy named Jaime that everybody knows from YouTube. And like everybody was trying to interview him and they want to meet him. And there's a guy named Donald Luxuma, same thing. And everybody knows that guy. And he was there, and everywhere you look, he'd have like an entourage and people were trying to talk to him. And then there's the guys that just, like this guy, Brandon Brooks, he's the Texas dude. And he's got this huge operation down there, and everybody, it was just funny. It was super interesting the way it was. A lot more Asian people because vending is huge in Asia.
Really?
China, yes, huge. Like their vending machines are so far advanced from ours, and all these AI vending machine companies are mostly Chinese companies.
Oh, I'd imagine.
And so, in like this year, so last year there was like 4. This year there was like 17.
This is how they're taking over the U.S. Everybody's saying they're buying our private lands. They're taking over our vending spaces.
They're taking over our vending. Well, it was funny because apparently the vending machines that we sell, they're 10 times bigger in China, but they sell sex toys out of them, not snacks and drinks.
I've been to China. Yeah.
Yeah.
Buying it.
Yeah. I was like, that's weird. But anyways, yeah, it was super. The difference is though, there's a lot of food. Like everybody has food out. So like you can just get samples all over. Like there was this one booth that had these little protein cookie dough balls, and dude, they were so good. I walked by that booth 100 times. Like
You're like, well, it's protein, so I gotta have
every time I would walk by, I'd be like, are these any good? And like the first couple of times, like they didn't notice it, and then the 5th time they were like, dude, this is like your 5th time. And I'm like, and it's not my last. I will be back.
Took you long enough to catch on.
Yeah. But it was fun. It was cool meeting people in that industry and just like learning stuff from them. It was the same thing as the huge or power washing convention. And then I met people that became my friends now. And now I have these 3 business partners that we created the vending circle with, who like we're all making money together now, and we're all like all day long talking to each other on a group chat about like the next thing. Like today we just had one of the texts came through, and it was like possibly a huge opportunity for us where we'll all make money on this deal. And it's been cool. It's been an interesting it's weird. Vending, like who'd have thought?
Never. I would have never thought until you said something.
I never thought of it, and it was all because my wife sent me a video. Her fault.
Yeah,
and,
that's the
let me
best is
show
when
you.
it's their fault, and then you can just be like, well, hey, this
This is what my garage looks like. It's got my hunting stuff here, but just
gotta have that. Oh yeah,
snacks and another vending machine that's gonna get loaded up next week. But
yeah. It's just like when you start a pressure washing business. The first storage place is your garage.
yes, and it was that video. And then I went down rabbit holes, and then really like I was sitting at a bar in South Carolina in Hilton Head talking to an old man, and he was saying things that made me think he had lots of money. And so I asked him what he did for a living, and he told me he owned vending machines. And I was like, I literally just had a conversation with my wife like a half an hour ago about buying one vending machine and seeing what happens. And he goes, I did that 30 years ago, and now I have 500. And I was like, okay, we're buying vending machines. Yeah. And I watched 15 hours of vending machine content on YouTube on my drive home from Hilton Head Island the next day.
Jesus.
And here I am selling honey buns and shit tons of energy drinks, lots and lots of monsters.
Everybody's digging the energy drinks, huh?
And I find I'm like in the know on weird shit. Like, if you didn't know this, Red Bull is about to raise their prices 9.8%.
Ooh.
Yeah, so stock up because
Bull.
if you like Red Bull. So now I got to go buy a bunch
of
Red Bull.
I'm hearing an audio echo again. Like when you got up and moved, now it's audio echoing. It wasn't until you picked up your computer and moved around. I don't know why. Now it's fine.
Still doing it? Okay, perfect.
Oh yeah, it did it again. It's doing it. I don't know. It's not super, super bad. It's just like a little delayed echo.
What if I move over this way?
Now you just look really dumb.
If I move
it actually, yeah, it's probably actually the steel plate in your head. So it stopped now for no good reason. Skip did say all the kids will be hanging out at your house this summer.
Bro, I have to figure that out because it's gonna be a problem because my kids already like take shit from there.
Oh, it's just like when you have employees and they're like stealing stuff from the shop.
Yeah,
like tools are disappearing, chemicals disappearing. You're like, wait, what? Where's those? Son of a bitch.
Yeah, I find empty Alani cans all over the place in my wife's car specifically, and
so it's her. I
have but my son, we have a pool, and I went and my son had a party at the kid down the street's house the other day, and when I picked him up, all of his classmates were like, "Can we go swimming in your pool?" They all wanted to come over like right now, and Owen was like, "We're having a pool party in a couple weeks." He apparently planned a pool party. And I started thinking, I'm like, there's no way that if I have all these kids over my house this summer swimming in our pool, they're not going to come in here and just wreck these snacks.
They would.
Like, I know what's going to happen.
Yeah. You have inventory loss.
What happened here? There's our profits are way down this month.
Supply costs are up. Skip, what the hell's going on?
Turns out profits go way down in the summertime.
The minute these kids are showing up in the pool. As you're doing more, do you have like opportunities to buy more in bulk? Is that like a bridge that you cross at some point? Enough scale that you can buy bigger bulk stuff?
Yeah, right now we buy all of our stuff from the term is club, Sam's Club, BJ's, Costco's. But there's like ViStar or V-Star, I don't know how you say it. That they're nationwide. They sell like when you go into a gas station and you see like the sandwiches and like, you know how you can get like they have like the full boxes of one flavor of Pop-Tarts that are individually wrapped with like labeled wrapping. They sell that stuff. You can't get that at Sam's Club.
Oh, I suppose
you can get two flavors, but you can't get like all of them. So I just got a membership with one called Lipari Foods by my house, but we're not big enough to do deliveries yet. So I have to do will call and pick up my orders. Mm-hmm. But they sell like,
or your kids can go pick up your orders.
Yeah, right. They sell like New York cheesecake, individual cheesecake slices, and like all the deli sandwiches, and they're all in like special packages that last 30 days in a fridge. So like,
oh, hell yeah.
So I'm excited about that. It's a process and it's really clunky, like to order. Like their websites are horrible. All of them are horrible. I'm like, why can't you guys go on Amazon and see how it's done there, and then make your website like that?
Yeah, it already exists. Just go duplicate it.
Yeah, like you got to like click on things and fill out these like Excel sheets, and it's like, what is this? But I'm excited about it because they have access to things that I can't get. And then the problem with Sam's Club is like, for example, I'll buy there's a box of muffins they sell, chocolate, banana nut, and blueberry. Nobody buys blueberry muffins apparently. So
Really?
now I have so many blueberry muffins in my garage because nobody buys them.
I would assume
So-
that would be the top muffin seller.
Me too. So I can buy just the chocolate ones or just the banana nut ones from these companies so that I don't end up with a bunch of bullshit that I can't sell. Like I have a lot of white ghosts. Nobody likes those either. I don't like them either. So no, yeah, it's like an energy drink.
Yeah, just put those out for the kids.
Yes, I give them to my power washing guys. I'm like, you guys want some energy drinks? Here you go.
Yeah, the white ones. They look cool.
Yeah, well, and our trucks aren't parked at our house anymore either, so they hate that.
So you're not getting yelled at by the neighbor.
Yeah, they used to come here and like drink, like make themselves coffee in our kitchen and like use our bathroom, and like now it's at the lot. So Casey she seems to drive the check. Like when we have checks and stuff, she'll bring them to me when I'm like, you guys can just leave them in the trucks and I'll get them.
Yeah.
And she'll be like, oh, I drove over to your house and I stole a couple energy drinks, which I don't care. Like I tell them, I'm like, grab whatever you want. I don't give a shit.
It's not stealing if you tell me about it.
Exactly.
If you don't. So wait, if you did steal something, you're just telling me about the energy drinks. What did you actually steal?
What did you steal?
Yeah, there's something missing that you didn't tell me about.
The kids will, when they want to take stuff, they ask, does this sell well? Because if I say yes, then they're like, oh, well, tell me something that doesn't sell well and I'll take that.
Your books are going to be jacked up. Your percentage, you're going to have to put like a 5% loss rate in.
Honestly, I was talking to a guy and they told me that he was telling me that when you start out and you're in your garage and your family has access to your food and you have access to it, and then when you switch to having like your own warehouse or a place, he said your numbers will look different.
Oh, I bet.
Because there won't be that anymore.
I mean, it's the same thing I see with like people where it's like them and a helper or just them.
Yeah.
Their meals and entertainment is through the roof.
Right.
The minute they start scaling and they have a bunch of employees, their meals and entertainment goes down $3,000 a month. I mean,
why is that? Why?
I mean, like they just don't want to buy everybody else lunch, so they stop buying themselves lunch.
Yeah, right.
Like they stop buying every meal on the business because they don't want to set a shitty example.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm really responsible about that. I don't run stuff through the business. Like ours is hilariously small because I show my entire P&L to all my employees. Like,
yes,
if we're spending it, we all have to get the benefit of it.
Yeah, right. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense because like if they were to see like when you're smaller, like even like me, like a lot of the stuff is what do they call that? What kind of spending is that? Ancillary or bullshit?
Yeah, like ancillary.
Like it's bullshit. Like it's like it didn't really cost me this. Like I didn't have to go. My wife and I went out to dinner last night. We talked about business.
Because of course we did.
Every time.
Yeah,
that's all we do. Which I mean, it's not a lie. We actually do.
Yeah, it's not a lie. It's just not a real work dinner. Like it's not. You're not taking employees out. You're taking your spouse out on.
You're telling me that the Key Largo trip wasn't a real work trip? What the fuck?
I thought that was for the employee of the year.
My employees were there, all of them.
Yeah, I thought it was for the employee of the year. Again, that's an bitch wins it every year. Who's that kid?
How does Addie win it every year? She doesn't even do anything.
Skip says you need freezer machines with age verification so you can stock up on beer-infused ice cream bars.
Beer-infused ice cream bars?
And then for the house, he said you need to keep your inventory at the house in a larger vending machine so it charges the friendly folks stopping by.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, like you can charge like just retail rate. Like, yeah, you can have some, but it's just gonna.
You gotta pay.
Yeah, you gotta
pay for it.
Yeah.
Well, I told Amanda the other day, I'm like, just tell me the stuff that you guys have been taking the most of, and then I'll buy a bunch of that also, but on our own card, so that we're not cut it. Because I do want to see what my numbers look like, and I've been tracking it on like an Excel sheet that I paid somebody to build. and it's nice, but I'm literally just tracking how many sales I make every week and then how much I bought at the store. So it shows me like basically like my gross profit because it's not really tracking anything else.
Yeah.
So, but there's a lot going on. Like I have the SIM card money coming in now, the sales money coming in now, the sales of the vending machine stuff coming in. I definitely need to find a bookkeeper to keep track of it.
I've heard of a few, but
somebody hit me up today and asked me if I wanted to explore their bookkeeping options. I said I have a bookkeeper already, and they're great. Some random person.
They're the best.
Yeah, they're the best damn.
They're the best damn bookkeepers. No doubt.
Yeah, man.
Do you we gotta talk about other shit besides vending, but with the vending, is it getting to the point where it can do demand based or like supply based pricing? Like, oh, there's 6 of these in here, and can you set it so that it's like the first one is $2, the next one is $2.20, the next one is $2.40, then it's $2.60, then it's $2.80, then it's $3, and like have it be like when there's less of them, they start to cost more, like just supply and demand built in. I know vending machines have started to do that in different places.
Yeah. Well, I can change my prices in real time. Like I can just go in there and change them, but I'm not able to set them up like that. The ones that we had, so Micromart might have that now. The ones I use are more like middle of the road in like pricing and like technology. They're really good. They do the same thing that everything else does, but like they're $4,000, around $4,000. Whereas there's a company that all their coolers are like around $8,000 to $10,000, and they have a little bit more stuff, but a lot of that stuff doesn't really translate to much.
More shit that can break.
Yeah. So, but that's one of the, like, they're trying to make it so that you can put things on sale or do like what I want to see is a buy one, get one, like Monsters at a gas station. You buy 2 for $5 or whatever it is. Like, I want to be able to do those kinds of deals, and they're working on that. The thing is that the AI coolers aren't super new, but they're like, Haha is the brand that I use the most of, and they're new to the U.S. in the last 3 years. So over the last 3 years, they've been learning what the U.S. market likes. Yeah, and they're just making those changes as they go. And I think that stuff will probably come, especially now that they have more competition. Because, like I said, last year at the NAMA convention, there was like 4 machines. This year there was 17 or something like that, around 20 machines, brands that had their own new version of this. And then next year it will be even more because everybody's like, oh, we got to make that. We got to make one of our own now.
I mean, especially when it's like the technology is there and it's just you open the door and then it reads everything. Like it's like whatever you can imagine you can build in that.
Yes. There's still a place for traditional machines. Because right now, like
out back in the dumpster.
Yeah. No, in like areas where like you would tend to have more games being played.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Poor people or like kids, like student facing at a school. Kids are gonna play games with your machine all day long and try to figure out how they can steal from it. Now it's really hard to steal from it, but you're gonna be dealing with somebody playing with it all the time. So like what happens if someone tries to steal something? You'll get rat houses. That's a great idea. You'll get an abnormal vend on the app. It'll like send you an alert. It'll say you have an abnormal vend. So now you have to evaluate it. You have to watch the video, and usually I can see what they took. And sometimes they're not even trying to be sneaky. They just like grab something too fast and the camera missed it. If you had it student facing, they would be playing that game all day long, trying to like hide stuff. And then you would be constantly dealing with that. I think as the technology gets better, you'll get away from that. Or as they add cameras, like one of the brands that we just signed a deal with, they have 4 cameras.
They'll know that something was there before and is gone now, so it doesn't even see it leave the door. It just knows it's not there anymore, so it's charging you for it.
Yep. Well, and that's the other thing too, is if you steal something or if I watch you and I can't figure out what you took, I'm charging you $50. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
You call the cops because I overcharged you when you stole, and I have a video of you hiding what you took out of the cooler in your sleeve. No, it's never happened. I haven't had it happen. I have experienced less than 1% loss from that, and it's in one location. It's at my gym at the Kronk gym. All my other locations are employee facing, so employees are not going to try to play. For the most part, they're not trying to play games.
Yeah.
But at the gym, there's kids there. There's people that come and go that maybe are only there one time. So, they're not fully like, they're getting a lot better. Have you seen those micro marts where there's like it's like a grocery store, not a grocery store, but like a whole store, and then there's a kiosk that you check out at?
No.
So like Ohio Turnpike has them in their rest areas. There's nobody there. It's completely what do they call it?
Unmanned.
Yeah. It's not the word I was looking for, but I don't know why I can't think of it. But there's nobody there.
Unemployed. They're unemployed.
Totally unemployed. It's like a convenience store, but there's nobody there. You just grab what you want, and then you go to the kiosk and you check out. Those got super popular, but I think, and they make I talked to a guy that runs them, and he's like, oh yeah, people steal from them all the time. And I'm like, then why do you like them? Like, why are you all in on these? He goes, because I make so much money, I don't care. I'm like, really? He said that an average location's doing like 40 grand a month. And he's like, I don't care if I lose $5 grand in theft. Like, it's whatever. I'm like, that would piss me off. That would just make me mad.
The principle of it. I would go after those sons of bitches. I'd have paintball guns out there.
Yes.
I'd have paintball guns. If somebody walks out and they stole something, they're getting just ripped.
Yeah. But those got pretty popular.
Oh, that sounded like paintball guns. Whatever just dropped over there would just sound,
little toy. But those got pretty popular, and now places that have them are starting to look at what we have, because we have similar concept, but it's behind a locked door. Whereas these employee places were experiencing a lot of theft, and they're like, wait a second, why do so many of my employees steal stuff? And then they got to fire people, and they're like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. So then, people with the smart coolers can come in and say, all right, we'll offer you a closed system that they can't really steal from. And that's where these things are kind of coming back to the popularity of those areas. But they're not for everything.
I got to catch up on some Skip comments here. He said, wait until the day the vending machine identifies you, welcomes you, then makes suggestions based on your buying habits.
They have that in China.
I bet.
They already have it. You walk up to it.
Recognition, like you've been here.
Yep. It knows who you are, and it unlocks. You don't have to even pull a card out. It just sees you, and it knows who to charge.
Oh, Jesus. That's spooky.
Yeah, it's pretty kind of
What
scary.
if somebody wore a mask of your face and just went and binge?
Screwed.
Could happen.
Screwed.
He said, Circle K has a count scanner. You put your items on the mat, it scans all your items, and you just swipe. And then he said the same thing, and then he said the same thing. His computer's glitching. The triple comment.
There's some of these AI coolers have like a weight system, and they measure the weight. They're terrible though, because it expects the customer to do too much. Like if they pick something up and put it back, they have to put it back exactly where they found it.
Oh yeah.
People don't do that. They'll take things out and look at it and just put it on a different shelf.
Yeah.
So it screws that up. So they're having a hard time selling those.
Skip did want to point out that they also have public masturbation machines in China.
They do. Which is wild. China's a wild place. You know what else? I'm looking at
Wild East.
I'm looking at getting into the claw machines.
My kids love those damn things.
Right?
They're just such.
Do you know that they are 100% rigged?
Oh, of course.
I had a meeting with a guy that's he wants me to sell them. He's like, I want you to be a distributor for these. And I'm like, well, let me get a location and get one in and just see how it does. And the ones they have are really cool. Like you can put big prizes in the top that there's a key inside, and they got to get the key to unlock the top box.
Yeah.
Anyways, I guess you can set the sensitivity to make it so that people win a lot, or you can make it so that it's almost impossible to win. And he said that as a vendor though, and you have it in a location, if you have it to where it's almost impossible to win, they'll probably end up getting rid of you because people will get so pissed off at the machine, the ones that are there all the time. So like he said, most people don't really set it like that. They make it so like 1 out of every 5 people win, but there's like an actual setting that they put it on so that they don't lose their product. It's kind of crazy, but that's a whole nother ballgame because there's no expiration date on that stuff.
And then like most of the time when you see those, there's arcade games next to them. And so do you start like if you're in the vending game is the natural, like if you're in window cleaning, do you do pressure washing or vice versa?
Then you start doing Christmas lights.
Yep. And if you're in vending, do you start doing video games?
I don't know yet. I don't know. I'm having a hard time getting I haven't gotten a location yet for that. He also told me that like, you know, those boxing machines that people hit?
I can't, they don't let me use those.
Yeah. Cause you'll break them.
Yeah.
Dude, he told me like he has one client that has like a string of bars with them in it. Like, I don't remember what state. And like the numbers that this guy's like the amount of money that these stupid machines make because there's nothing. He's like, you got to pay a small, like a little bit of an insurance policy on them. And that's it. You buy the machine and it's just profit. There's no overhead. There's no nothing in them.
I suppose you just punch the damn thing.
Yeah, you pay and you punch it, and then that's it. And then he said every couple of months you got to buy a new bag because it gets worn out. That's it.
That was so. That was my question for you. Is like, what is the you probably haven't even owned anything long enough to know what is the repair and maintenance expectation of all these machines? Is it
these AI machines?
I mean, just any vending in general. Is it 1% of revenue, 2% of revenue? Like over time. When something goes out, you just replace the damn thing. Like, what's the?
I know that the traditional machines, that is like one of the biggest things is repairing and maintenance. Like they break down all the time. They break down all the time. With these,
and then you got the Dan out there like banging on it because they're
banging on it, tipping it over.
And they're like
these. I don't know. That's a good question. I know. There's so much less to them. All they are is a refrigerator. So like the refrigeration deck, the compressor, I was just talking to my buddy Manny. He said, I think to replace the compressor, it's like $1,500, but he said that they have some that they've had in service for like 4 years and they're still good. They're still running fine. I guess that after
the computer system, if it needs a
exactly. So I mean, 4 years, I'd probably just be like, whatever, buy a new one. They're $4,000.
Paid for itself.
That's the other thing too, is they're cheaper. Like the traditional style machines, those things are like $10,000 brand new.
Really?
Yes, they're so expensive. Yeah, unless you're buying cheap used ones, which you're gonna have nothing but problems with. You're spending like $10,000. With the ones that we sell, our small cooler is $28.99, and then the biggest one's $6,700. $6,700.
So I mean, like those old ones are gone, right? Like right now they're still in use because
I don't think they'll ever be gone because they still, unless they can make these AI coolers like foolproof, perfect, like you can put them in a school in front of a bunch of kids and you're not gonna have any issues. And maybe they will get that. But I do think that there is a place for the traditional style machines still. They also don't take cash. None of them take cash, and which I think eventually nobody will care. But you still run into people that are like, nope, I don't want that kind of machine in my place because people use cash. They're wrong. They're 100% wrong, but they think they know. Oh no, all my people, that's all they do is use cash. No, they don't.
No, you use cash. You're the one person here that uses cash.
The one factory that I have, they told me that. They were like, this is probably gonna be a problem because you don't have cash, you can't accept cash. And I'm like, well, we'll see. It's not a problem. I had 2 people come up to me and talk to me while I was filling and say something about the cash, and then they were both like, well, we just have one of the other guys buy our stuff and we just give them cash.
Figured it out.
They're still buying from my machine. They just aren't the ones going to it.
Yeah.
And you will lose a couple customers, but it's like something like 25% of vending machines tracked across the US are using our cash transactions, and the rest of it is digital.
Usually, yeah.
And they said that you'll lose take that 25% of people that are using the cash. Maybe you lose half of those people, but then you pick up a whole bunch of people who never used a vending machine before because the vending machine you have looks way cooler and it has stuff in it that they've never seen in a vending machine before.
Yeah.
So now
And
you
that's
gain
stuff that
those.
can't come out and auger.
Yes. And the best part about these is like it's the same as pressure washing. My revenue went up when I learned how to offer people more things at once, like right here. Responsibly. Started using Responsibly. You called me for a house wash and you got a price on windows and gutters and your driveway and your deck and your house, all of it. So then all of a sudden people started buying more. With these, you go into it to get a Snickers bar. When you open it up, you can grab all of these things right now without doing anything else. And people always grab something else. Like 40% of my vends are 3 items or more. And I think like 60% are 2 items. So a lot of people will switch their traditional style machine with these. At the same exact location, we'll see double or triple the sales.
Are there like, will you have a refrigerated machine and a non-refrigerated machine with like chips and candy bars in it next to each other? Or would you do a refrigerated machine and just put everything in the fridge? Or do they make machines where like half is a fridge and half isn't a fridge?
There's one company, 365, they have a double door, which one side can be cold and one can be warm. Okay. But all of ours are all cold. And like we put the chips and the candy in there, nobody cares. You want, like I tell people,
like candy's best cold.
Right. Skittles. So, and I tell people too, like I've had customers that are buying machines that are like, well, I kind of want to get 2 so that I can put snacks in one and turn off the compressor. And I'm like, no, you're wrong. You need snacks and drinks in the same one because you're going to get multi-vends. You're going to get more items bought in one transaction. If someone goes to get a Snickers bar and this only has candy in it, they're only going to take that. They're probably not going to go get a drink now. Whereas if they go to get that candy bar and the drink is right there, it's the same thing. It's psychological.
They're just going to grab it.
It's too easy to do it. If you make it easier for them to do it, they'll do it. They'll take it. So I tell everybody, like,
you're just trying to make America fat.
Yeah, pretty much. I have a double door cooler, and I could put all drinks on one side and all snacks on the other, but I put half and half on both sides. That way, when they open this door, they start grabbing. And I watch the videos, and people will open the door, they'll grab something and go to close it, and then they'll open it back up. And they'll sit there and look at it, and then they'll grab. It's funny. Some of them talk to me in the camera, and I can't hear what they're saying, but they'll be like, I don't know what they're saying. I don't know if they're asking me for something. Like, I need you to put sugar-free Red Bull in here. I don't know what it is, but
you need to get that audio. We need that audio. That would be.
I know. I've thought about putting like another camera on top of it that has audio because it bothers me. I cannot hear what they're saying. Or they'll open the door.
Just throw a microphone up there, right? Because you could pair the mic with the video.
With the camera.
And just throw a mic up there, and then if you're gonna use their footage, just blur out their face. And
it's a good idea.
Put them on.
They'll open the door, and then they'll have conversations. They'll like have conversations with each other, and they're always doing shit with their hands, and they'll like look and they'll do this stuff, and like they look like they're irritated. I'm like, what are you talking about? I need to know.
Snacks in here.
One girl told me. Shit? One girl told me when I was there filling at MedStar, she was like, she's like, can you get some Vernors in here? And I was like, Vernors? She's like, yeah.
Like ginger ale?
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, I'll try it. I'm like, I'll get some for the next fill. And she's like, yeah, I tried to tell you in the camera the other day, but I don't know if you watched all the videos. I'm like, well, I can't hear you anyway. She's like, oh. So I just was talking to a camera for no reason. I'm like, yeah.
yeah, you were. At least there's a camera there. Most people just talk to themselves.
Yeah,
At least you're trying to talk to somebody.
Yeah, it's definitely I don't know. It's an interesting, but like I have 5 locations and we do $6,500 in sales a month with those 5 spots, and it's almost always consistent. I just sold a vending machine to a guy. He's got 18 locations, and I asked him what his sales are, and he says $6,000 a month, and I was like, bro. He goes, what? I'm like, I told him mine. He was like, what? Why do you think? I said, because people buy more from these machines than they do from traditional machines.
Yeah. Oh, what he had now was traditional stuff?
Yeah, he had all traditional machines. He was thinking about transitioning, so he bought one from me. And he's like, if it works, I'm going to switch them all over. Yeah, that's what I said.
Daddy.
I was like,
Zig Daddy.
I told him, I was like, I said, you're going to be calling me in a couple weeks, dude.
Zig Daddy, ADHD extraordinaire in the house.
Somebody asked me the other day what God level. He said, what God tier level ADHD do you have to be able to do all the stupid shit you do? I was like, I don't know. That's a funny way to put it, though.
It is. But like, Skip and I joke about that all the time. Like our whole team, I think it is a personality type that we attract for accountants, because I don't hire normal accounting people. I hire fun, engaging personality accounting people. We're all ADHD. Like we're all super productive and super easily distracted. It's very funny. Like it is the makeup of our team, and it is our culture. And it's not like we embrace it. We joke about it, and it works for us.
Yeah.
But we do have to give ourselves a lot of boundaries and a lot of targets to like keep ourselves on track, because we can get like Marty and I have been talking about like her joining the business, and Skip, if you're still listening, I told Marty like, hey, when you come here, you have to run our meetings, because I'm the worst and Skip is the second worst. Like we struggle so hard to stay on a task because our brain's going is like solving 78 problems at a time. And like, we know it, right? But it's just like, it has to be one of us. Usually it's both of us.
Stop it.
Yeah. It's like, it's just not, it's like, we got a lot of things to convey, and our brain shuffles through them in a quick succession. And we're like, wait, and then also this, and then we'll interrupt each other, but like, wait, but also this. And then, like, I think our team's sitting there like, wait,
whoa, what the hell? It's definitely a different. Yeah, I like my wife and me think so much different than each other. Like, I look at her job and it's just so structured, and I'm like, I couldn't survive in that world. Like, I have to be like, I really have to be. I was thinking the other day, I'm like, if I sell the power washing business, what else could I do? And I was like, what do you mean, what else? Like, I'm having this inner monologue. Like, what do you mean, what else can you do? You have another business. That's what you're going to do. And then I was like, no. You're going to need something else. And I'm like, you know what you could do? You could see if your brothers want you to help them.
Were you looking in the mirror when you were doing this? Or was
no, I was in the car. Not looking at the road. I was looking over here, and then I was looking over here. I was like, I could go help my brothers with their pool business and help them grow that. What the fuck? Don't tell my wife that. She'd be like, you ever see that Marty Bird? You know Marty Bird from the Ozark show?
No.
What's his name? Damn it. What's the actor's name in that show? There's always a meme in it. He says, the fuck you are.
I see that.
Yeah, you ain't doing that shit. But my brain, I can't even imagine not owning a business at this point in my life.
It took me 7 years to get here, and now I've been doing it for another 2 years. Like, coming September, I will be like ex-corporate for a decade.
Yeah.
And I spent, 7 years doing the blue skies thing and having businesses everywhere. And then 2.5 years now just doing best damn bookkeeping. And like, I own half of Higher Lead Chill, and so I'm still like thinking about that. And I have some other investments and other people and things that I'm helping out. But I just only obsess about best damn bookkeeping. And I've given myself the mental space. Like, that is all I think about. It's either that. Actually, it's probably like hunting, fishing, best damn bookkeeping. My kids. Oh shit. You guys have homework to do that I was supposed to be responsible for. Dishes and laundry. Like, it's probably something like, it's probably in that order. And then I assume Marty's got her shit taken care of. So I'm not really worrying about her. Like, she's worried.
I'm not worried about my wife at all. I know she can handle. I forgot to pick up one of the kids from school the other day. My wife texted me. She goes, it just said Aubrey ... And I'm like, holy shit. So I called her. I said, hey, because their school's not close. And I'm like, hey, I'm going to Venmo you some money. Walk across the street to Coach's. It's an ice cream place, and get yourself some ice cream. I'll pick you up there. Oh, dude, I felt like such an idiot.
when Scotty Little and I were, when I was over there, we're out fishing like the day that I had to leave, and it's early afternoon, and I think I had to be off the water at like 4:00 to get back and get to my rental car, like return and all that stuff. And his daughter calls and he goes, "Oh shit." Like he was supposed to go pick her up, and she's like, "It's fine." We're just sitting out in the middle of the river fishing. He's like, "Oh shit."
It's so funny, dude.
My man.
It's a good thing our families are understanding. Although Owen asked me today on the way home from school when I was going to retire. Dad, when are you going to retire? I was like, a long time. He's like,
never, man. What does that even mean?
How many years? Like, probably not.
Because you just want to go. He wants to go hunting more, probably.
Yeah, I guess so. We went turkey hunting the other day. We didn't see a single bird. We heard a couple gobbles. That was it.
I'm going.
What have you your season? No, dude, I've gone out once this year. We've been
so get rid of one of these businesses, dude. You gotta get rid of one of these businesses.
Talk to Caleb.
Your priorities are effed. I went out. So I had my Minnesota tag. I have my Wisconsin tag that might have started today, but I'll go back tomorrow night, see if I can roost some, and then try to get one Friday morning. But I'm very much on like kill the first Jake that I see, because Danny, my 9-year-old, has tags for Wisconsin and Minnesota. And we've been out, like, she's shooting a crossbow. She doesn't want to shoot a gun. She wants to shoot the crossbow. And we've got the tripod for it. I might have sent you videos, actually. I sent some videos out. I don't remember who I sent them to. But then Marty has a Minnesota archery tag. So in Minnesota, if you get an archery tag, it's good for the whole season. So she's shooting a crossbow too. And one morning we went out, and it was chilly, and there were gobblers around us, but Crosby was with us and his hands got cold. So he's like he's audibly crying in the blind.
Oh no.
And then I'm getting frustrated because there's turkeys like 50 yards away, but it turns out deer will get curious about a baby crying in a blind, a 3-year-old.
Really?
Oh yeah. We had a deer like come in, like looking at us. Like, I'm sure it wasn't a mature buck, it was just probably a doe fawn or something.
That's wild.
Yeah, there's like a deer hanging out close to us. Turkeys, they didn't want anything to do with that. But so then him and Reggie stayed at grandma's the next night, and Danny and Marty and I went out, and we had like 6 freaking toms around us. And eventually one's creeping in, and I filmed it. If I didn't send it to you, I will. Like, came in perfect, and I tell Marty, like, her and I had talked a little bit about it, and we had watched some YouTube videos, but she was more looking at her phone and doing whatever women do. And I was watching the YouTube videos, but I intended on like showing her where to shoot a turkey with the bow, because she's never done it before. And this turkey comes in, and I just told her, like, shoot whenever you're ready, which in my mind didn't mean shoot now.
Right.
Shoot when you're ready. And she just, I don't think I said the word ready, and it was like plunk, and it was quartering really hard towards us, and she shot it like mid body. And so I think it was just a little too far back, like clear impact on the bird impacted, but then it just walked away, and it must have just been quartering too hard at us, that it just went through the back of the breast and didn't hit anything vital. Never found it. We like when we rewatched it, we were like, oh, that bird is smoked. And if it was totally broadside, it probably would have been smoked, but at the angle it was at, she would have had to shoot it like right alongside the beard, I think. So we thought, like, after we watched the video, we were like, oh yeah, we're gonna get that one. We'll keep hunting because there's still gobbles going on. Like, they're still around.
Right.
And then like another one did the exact same thing and came through and was like walking right behind our decoys, like knew something was up. And Danny was on the crossbow, but it kept walking really slow. And I'm like, shoot it. She goes, Dad, can you stop it? And I'm like, all right. And that thing was like, just gone. That thing turned on a dime and was just booking it. And I was like, well, nope, I can't stop it. So like, she never got a shot off, but it was good interaction. And so like, there's been a couple times with her out with the crossbow.
That's cool.
And she got to aim at it. Like, she's never shot at anything in her life before besides a target. And so it's like, we're working our way there. She's only 9, but now, like, first we started with the 20 gauge. Like, I bought him a 20 gauge, but it's turkey loads. And even though it's a little 20 gauge, those turkey loads in a 20 gauge, like, They throw you back.
They do. Yeah, they do.
I shot 3 turkey loads out of my 12 gauge, and I had a big orange sized bruise on my shoulder. Like I didn't have a big enough jacket on. It walloped me.
You know, we're using Owen's using a 410 with the turkey load. It feels like a 22. It's like nothing. But you got to get them in pretty close.
Yeah.
Which is,
I mean,
it's hard
we'd
to
be
do.
at 20 to 30 yards max anyway.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So, but yeah, it's we got there, no birds in the field, and we got there at night. We went out and set up a blind, and then I usually see, like, every time I've ever gone and hunted that spot, it's always turkeys. But we heard a couple gobbles like real late in the day. I never saw anything, but we had fun. We went out and set up a tent and camped, and then
sweet.
The farmer was doing like planting the field, and I took Owen to the edge of the field to just watch it because it's like, huge tractor.
It's huge.
The guy was like, he stopped and he was this old man. He's like, "You want to go for a ride?" I'm like, "Really?" So we rode around this field for like 45 minutes with this guy.
Did he have like all the GPS stuff in there? Dude, where it's like
he literally didn't do anything. He just was like, press the button and it would do. He had to steer it a little bit to do like the big turns, but the rest of it was all mapped out. Like you could see each individual row and like how well it was planted and how many like seeds. It was crazy.
It's nuts. Like the technology on those tractors blows your mind. Like you just picture
he was telling us too,
driving around like putting seeds in the ground, but it's so high tech.
Yeah, he said the guys that farm like next door, they have like fully autonomous. Like they're not even in it. It's just like tractors out by themselves.
Jesus.
Yeah,
I suppose it's just a big RC car.
Yeah, that's literally what he said. They're smaller. There's a lot. He goes, they have five machines to do what his one does, but there's nobody in them, so you don't have to pay anybody to be in them. Fully autonomous, like
that's
interstellar bullshit. But dude, it's getting late. It's 11. I gotta be at the firehouse at freaking 6 a.m. So I gotta
try end this puppy.
I gotta cut this short.
We're gonna reconvene. I'm gonna keep it on for June. Like 1 month from now, maybe you don't have a pressure washing business. Maybe we're talking about other stuff. We'll see. We're gonna find out then. But I'm leaving it on the schedule.
Sounds good, man.
More catching up to do. All right, bud. Yeah. Good night, business nerds. You guys know what to do. Work smarter and harder. Go earn yourself some pride. Nighty night.
Yep.
Peace.